name is Anna Fisher, and welcome to the Blue Curtain series. I am so excited to have with us today Kayla Van Tassel and Allison Hogue. They are part of our junior company, and they perform with all of our teens in the regular productions that we do, as well as going to competitions and performing in other places, and they perform on our main stage as part of our professional season as well. So we're really excited to have you with us today. Thank you for joining us. So Caleb and Allison, you are both in a Charlie Brown Christmas,
yes, ma'am,
which is put on by our junior company. And it's a fantastic live on stage version of a Charlie Brown Christmas that we all know and love. You're also both a part of our professional Christmas show, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, the musical, which is such a fun show. If you're familiar with the story, it's very heartwarming, very fun. And so I wanted to ask you both about your part in these shows and kind of what you bring to the table as an actor. So Caleb, I'll ask you first. We'll talk about Charlie Brown Christmas. Okay. So who is your character in that show?
Charlie Brown.
You're Charlie Brown in Charlie Brown Christmas. And has that been a fun challenge for you to get cast as Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Kind of what do you bring?
So it was actually my first title role.
Okay.
So I was really excited to have that challenge. I did not growing up watching Charlie Brown, so I had to watch it for the first time, and I was like, I thought it was a cool, like, simple, but like low-key, like deep, like emotion, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's been really fun to do.
Great. And Allison, who is your character in A Charlie Brown Christmas?
I play Pigpen in Charlie Brown Christmas. Yeah.
And what have you brought to that character?
Well, I remember when I first got the role, it was very different. They were like, this is going to be a little bit different acting, but looking at the script and kind of watching the character, you could kind of almost make up a backstory for the character of kind of being a loner and similar to the same vibe as Charlie Brown with getting accepted into the group. So I kind of tried to make it a little deeper than it initially looked.
Yeah, so I think that's great. That's what we do as actors. Mm-hmm. We have to bring something to the table from our own lives and our own stories. Mm-hmm. And so with that, and you being involved with Best Christmas Pageant Ever, the musical, tell me about your character in the show.
So my character is Ralph. He's one of the Herdmans. She's my sister in the show.
Imogene. Yeah. So Ralph and Imogene. And if you're not familiar with the story, the Herdmans are a ragtag bunch of, they're a family who gets involved with a Christmas pageant. The show is set in the 1950s. Mm-hmm. And they are sort of on the perimeter of the church family as well. And so they're kind of they're outsiders. They're not really accepted. And so, kind of similar to your Pigpen character.
Yeah.
But, so, what are you bringing to the character in this show?
Ralph, to everyone else, is the tough kid, but I feel like him, who he truly is kind of sensitive. Yeah. One of the songs in the show is called "The Best Gift of All," and in that, him and the Herdmans are very, show them true selves. You know what I mean? And I just try to bring that throughout the entire show and develop that character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That's perfect. And what about you, Allison?
Yeah, with Imogene, it's kind of a dynamic character because, like Caleb was saying, in the Best Gift of All song and the scene, you get to kind of delve into the characters and see what they're like in real life and see why they have to act really rough and tough around other people. Mm-hmm. And I think playing with all the siblings and the sibling relationship really helps us all feel connected to the characters. And one thing I like about the show is the Herdmans aren't too far off from a lot of families in regular life. And I think being able to relate to that in some way and see that projected, a lot of people are oh, this is crazy and way out of the picture, but it's really not. So I think telling those realistic stories is really important and good to be able to relate to.
Absolutely. And I love that you're really thinking about those things. And if you can't tell, I'm extremely super proud of both of them as students and as young adults. And we have a lot of really fantastic actors in our teen company, like these two young people who put 110% into everything they do. And so I can't wait for you to come out and see the shows. For right now, we're going to end our series today with what we call the Rapid Five, just a series of rapid 5 questions. So you're just going to answer the first thing that comes to your mind. And Caleb, we'll start with you.
Oh,
You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Favorite word?
Bro.
Favorite sound?
Like a choir.
Favorite smell?
Brownies.
Favorite place to sit and think?
I say anywhere dark and like with headphones in.
Okay. And last, when you get to the pearly gates, what do you want to hear God say to you?
Just like, I'm proud of you. That would be really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, Allison, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Favorite word?
Appreciation.
Favorite smell?
Like clean linens, like a clean linen candle. So nice.
Favorite sound?
Like crunching leaves, like walking on crunching leaves. I love fall.
Yeah, me too. Favorite place to sit and think?
Kind of similar to Caleb, like somewhere outside, like usually on like my back porch with like music. It's just really nice and quiet.
Okay. And when you get to heaven, what do you want to hear God say to you?
I would just want God to say to me, "You did a good job, and you should be very lucky we are grading on a curve." I'm kidding, but I would want him to say, "Good job, good job."
The curve.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for joining me today. It's been a pleasure. And if you want to see these two delightful people, along with many other delightful people in our upcoming Christmas shows, you can check out the days and times at emeraldcoasttheater.org. And we'll see you at the theater.